Inspired by the viral New York Magazine article, Hustlers follows a crew of savvy strip club employees who band together to turn the tables on their Wall Street clients. Hey guys, welcome to my new movie review. So today I actually did a double feature. I watched the movie Gemini, and if you want to see that movie review, go and check it out. It's in my YouTube channel. And then this afternoon I saw Hustlers with Jennifer Lopez. Now this is directed by Lauren Scafaria, I think that's how you pronounce her last name. And it stars Jennifer Lopez, Constance Wu, Julia Stiles. Now, if Julia Stiles' name rings a bell, she's actually the one who plays alongside Heath Ledger in 10 Things I Hate About You, and she's amazing. I have to say, before I go into this in a little bit of detail, I just want to drop this one massive thing. There is a ginormous, and I'm not going to tell you who, but there is a massive R&B celebrity who has a cameo in this movie, and man, they make a massive deal out of it. And I was just about to drop a hint. This person is ginormous, and this person has the best cameo ever. It's like the coolest cameo ever. I just want to let you know that. So this came out 2019. It's rated MA15+. The duration of this film, guys, is 1 hour and 50 minutes. And it's a comedy, crime, drama, thriller. And it's based on a true story, which is... Now I've seen it, yeah, full on, really full on, guys, like seriously. Now, for anyone who's been following me for any period of time knows that I like to talk about the bad stuff about movies, and then I like to get that over and done with, and then I like to talk about the good stuff. And the one bad thing I just want to say about this movie is I feel sorry for kids who end up watching this without parental guidance, because of the opening sequence. It's in a strip club. That's, if I need to say any more, then yeah, it's in a strip club, like for real. It obviously is about strippers, so, but the opening sequence is in a full-on strip club, and it's full on. Anyway, I felt the movie had incredible pace until a certain point, and if you've seen the movie, you'll know what I'm talking about, and if you haven't seen the movie, when I say this, you'll know what I'm talking about. The Christmas present scene. That scene, and then I felt like it dipped off a little bit. Not immensely, but then the last act had really delved into the story of the rest of the movie, and I thought it was the last act was really well done. The way they explained everything, it was really well crafted. So that's all the bad stuff out of the way with, guys. There's two parts in this movie that literally all the people in the audience, the cinema that I went with, two parts. And one part I want to explain because I laughed so hard and it was so ridiculously funny. Both of the sequences that I laughed at really hard at were both to do with Jennifer Lopez and Constance Wu. But the first part, without giving away what actually happens in the scene, I'll say this: they're in the car and she's talking about doing stuff to the car, like, you know, sexual stuff to the car, and then they play a song, and I'm not going to tell you what happens next, but I laughed so hard with what happens next, and I'm not going to give anything away. That's all I want to say. Seriously, that sequence was really funny. The second sequence that I laughed at really hard, and the entire cinema laughed really hard because it was just so funny, is the cooking scene. You'll know what I'm talking about when you see it. The cooking scene. They're cooking something, and the scene's directly after that, and it was just so incredibly funny. There's something else in there, but I actually can't think of it off the top of my head. But there's also another sequence, and I really, really liked. And I think it was to do with the R&B celebrity, I think. But anyway, this is a really, really, really eye-opening movie. It really, really is. This is a very eye-opening movie because of the fact that it's based on a true story. And what these women strippers did, and what it eventuated in, and where they ended up, it's heavy. It's like crime pays. That's all I'm going to say. But I have to say, there's a moral to this movie, and I liked it. I liked it a lot, because very rarely ever do you get decent movies like that with really powerful morals. You know what I mean? So I actually would recommend this movie, guys. I really enjoyed it. One of the really good things I really liked about it more than anything else is it has amazing pacing from start until the present scene. I felt that pacing. I didn't even, honestly, it had me hook, line, and sinker. I was entranced. I was enjoying it. The one thing I have to say about this movie that kind of annoyed me a little bit about the marketing behind this movie is Cardi B is in the movie, but her role is so small. In fact, after a certain sequence in the movie, she's no longer in it at all. Her character isn't in the movie for the rest of the movie. That's not a spoiler. That's just how small her role is in the movie. Anyway, guys, for anyone who's been following me a period of time, you know that I really like sharing movie trivia on my reviews, because I don't find that any other movie reviewers give trivia, and I love movie trivia. So it's trivia time, guys. Ready for it? Here's a bit of trivia. So Jennifer Lopez was actually the one who brought Cardi B on board, saying that Cardi B had actually been offered roles before, but she was actually looking for the right project. And I have to say, knowing that now, I get it. I get it, because if those of you who don't know, a bit of inside trivia about Cardi B actually started off her career before she was a rapper / singer as a stripper. So that's why she was obviously the dominant one in this movie. And as I said, her role is really, really, really small, but has a lot of power behind it in terms of the collaboration at the beginning of the film. Anyway, next piece, guys. So Cardi B actually admitted to illegally drugging and robbing men in the early stages of her career, which is actually coincidentally what this film's subject revolves around. And I tell you now knowing that, guys, that makes a lot of sense why Cardi B is in this movie, like a lot of sense. Very, very, very powerful story behind this movie, guys. Very powerful, and just really, really eye-opening to what actually happens. Anyway, guys, one more piece of trivia I'll leave you with. Wow, this is a crazy one, guys. Martin Scorsese himself actually passed on directing this film. And I have to say that the direction of this film is really good. Now, I don't know if you heard about this, guys, but Jennifer Lopez has actually received a lot of Oscar buzz around this movie. I get it, but I personally, I wouldn't say that she would get Oscar buzz for this movie. I understand why they're saying that, but in my personal opinion, I don't know. She's good, but she's not that like wow factor. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for following me. I really appreciate all my subscribers. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I really appreciate your subscription, and please don't forget to click the bell for notifications. That way, anytime I drop anything, it's yours straight away. You're welcome. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. Please leave a like on this YouTube video, guys. Leaving a like on the YouTube video means you like my content, and I really, really appreciate that. And I get that you forget, because sometimes, like me, if I'm watching a YouTube clip of some description, I want to like it, but I'm actually streaming it from Apple TV to my big TV, and I'm not actually watching it on a device, and you can't actually do that. But what I do is go back later, and then I like it on my mobile device anyway. So there's a bit of fun fact for you guys if you want to know for future references. Thank you so much for all my subscribers. I really appreciate it. Have you had the opportunity to watch Hustlers? If you have, what did you think about it? Leave it at your comments in the comment section below. I'd love to hear your feedback. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, what do you think about it, guys? I really appreciate that. Until my next review, this is Superman Steve, flying.